Greetings, family, and welcome to Live with Chatufa. We are looking at issues that continue to happen in the nation as we are praying for Zimbabwe, and we believe God for Zimbabwe's freedom, because this is our time for freedom and the time of change. We continue to tell you each time that we get the information of what is happening within our country, because we know the importance of information in this struggle that we are fighting. At the hand of the propaganda of ZANU PF, the citizens of Zimbabwe need to hear the correct versions of stories that are happening within the country. Muchinguri exposed through a failed business deal to propel a vice presidency ambition. This is really quite surprising how Muchinguri was hoping that she was going to be elected as the next woman vice president at the Bulawayo conference, and it did not happen. Muchinguri had already hired some business people who were asked to make T-shirts on her behalf, and they made T-shirts up to the tune of $5,000. And she had hoped that she was going to be paying for that deal once she gets to the position of the vice presidency, which was supposed to be happening in a few weeks from the day that they sat down to arrange this. Unfortunately, the plans of Muchinguri did not finally materialize, as the pressure was mounting, because we also saw the confusion of Mebo Chinomona also coming into play, and looking like or seemingly being the very favorite candidate, even more than Muchinguri herself. But we don't know what happened eventually, because Mnangagwa had to back down on this issue after it proved that it was going to be a very explosive move to remove General Chiwenga and put a woman vice president during the time of the ZANU PF conference. Mnangagwa also had an issue that was hot, which is the issue of the 2030, which he was also supposed to be pushing through the very same conference. So it was going to be a tall order for Mnangagwa to be bringing in two very sensitive issues at one go. I'm sure this is why Mnangagwa had to back down on the issue of the vice presidents. And up to now, it has been a quiet issue, although there are still some speculations that Mnangagwa may still want to remove General Chiwenga through some kind of a reshuffling where he could just drop him from vice presidency and replace him with somebody else. But we are not yet sure what is going to happen. We are waiting to see when Mnangagwa comes back from leave, and we get to know what is going to be his next move. But whatever move that Mnangagwa is going to make, those moves are going to be suicidal. They are going to be very dangerous for him, and he has to play his cards very well. But of course, we know Mnangagwa is suicidal and he thinks that he is untouchable. But some of the things that he's moving into right now are going to be very dangerous for him. As for Opa, she's now being exposed by the business people who now want their monies, and yet Opa is no longer talking to them. She's ignoring them because she sees that this was just a waste of money and time. The Children of War Veterans report that Intelligence Unit CIU, please find out the full story in this case and update us. These are T-shirts written Comrade PCZ Muchinguri for Vice President. And we want to just hear what has to be said in this video. Unfortunately, I don't know what is happening to the sound on this one, but what was said actually by this businessman was that he was complaining, and he said he wanted his money from Muchinguri. He was actually saying, you caused me to do this, you asked me to do this work, and my company has done this work, and now you are dumping us just like that. And the man was demanding his money. He was very furious, and he was calling Muchinguri a hard-hearted person, and was saying that why did you want to destroy my company? You are the one who approached me with the hope that you were going to become vice president, and now that the deal has flopped, why can't you just pay for what you caused me to do, because I've incurred costs already? So this was the story of exactly what was happening. The audio itself has been also making rounds, and on this video, I don't know what's happening with the sound, but it had the voice of this guy speaking out and complaining about this situation. Very embarrassing what we continue to see happen. Remember, we are in the season of change, the season of exposure, and the ZANU PF people will continue to be exposed as the Lord is showing exactly who these people are to the whole world before their final downfall. So this is quite interesting and showing us exactly the kind of tensions that we continue to experience in ZANU PF. Let's continue to watch the space and see where things are going to get to. But ZANU PF is at its last. The last kicks of a dying horse. Freedom for Zimbabwe is coming, and God is in it.